Today, I don't know how many of you saw this, but Lamar Alexander announced he was not running in 2020 for the Tennessee Senate, meaning there will be no incumbent running in almost 2 years. I asked my wife if she'll let us run. She has not said yes yet. It's possible that in 2 years I will decide to run. It's an open Senate seat. If I decide that I have dominated as much in radio as I can, if I decide that I've gotten as far in television as I want to go, there is a legitimate possibility that I may decide to run for the Senate from the state of Tennessee. So I think it would be an incredibly fun campaign. I think I could win. I don't think there are any easy candidates out there unless Peyton Manning decides he wants to run, in which case he would win by popular acclamation, and there would be no point in anybody else running, no matter what political opinions you had. But what I've got to decide, one, my wife has to say yes. She said no to running in the most recent election. And two, I've got to decide what's going on in the larger universe. Can I afford to do it with 3 young kids? I got a good thing going. I'm making a lot of money. I got one of the best jobs in America right now. So I have to look at it financially and see whether or not it is financially feasible to suddenly start making $160,000 a year or whatever a senator makes. Frankly, that's my wife's shoe budget. And so I'd have to get her to rein in the shoe spending and the dress spending and all the gym memberships that we're paying for and everything else. So that is something I have to think about. We're 2 years out. It's a long way away. In the meantime, I'm hopeful that Tennessee will license a sports gambling bill. I'm going to be pushing for that. You guys know that I came out in favor of the legalization of weed in the state of Tennessee. There are lots of things that I would be very interested in pushing for from both a federal and state basis in the meantime, and that is what I am pushing in that direction. So those are all my thoughts. Yes, and if I did do it, I would do live Periscope and live Facebook every day. I would run a campaign that embraced new media. I would let everybody have a window in on basically everything we were doing all day long. I try to be as transparent as possible. There isn't very much that I don't come out and say directly. I try to have as little of a difference between what I would say privately and what I would say publicly. So I would just open up Periscope and Facebook and do a fun, rollicking statewide campaign throughout the campaign. And look, I don't have to decide until 2020, but I'm legitimately going to consider it as well.